Hey everyone, it's Davis back with another video. So today I have a bit of an interesting video for you guys. So if you haven't already, make sure that you like and subscribe. Let's get into why I think that golf is a complete waste of your time. Yes, I said that correctly. It is a waste of your time, and in this video, I'm going to break down exactly why I think, in my opinion, golf is a waste of your time, and hopefully I can convince you so that you will stop wasting your time with this game also. So without further ado, let's get into why I think golf is a complete waste of time, coming from the perspective of me, who is actually a former collegiate golfer. So first off, I just want to give a little backstory so you can understand exactly where I'm coming from. My dad was actually a golf professional, and he introduced me to the game at a very young age. So ever since about the age of 1, I was spending time at the course with him, practicing, and throughout the duration of my childhood, I did just that. I was practicing all the time, I played a lot of golf, and as a result, I got good enough to receive a college scholarship to play golf. I should also note that because of my circumstances, I've been able to play a whole variety of golf courses all over the country. I'm talking anything about your local public golf course, all the way to Pebble Beach, and some of the finest private golf courses in the entire country. So by now you may be asking yourself, well, Davis, that sounds all amazing. How did everything go wrong? What's your hatred for the game? And whatever. And I want to get one thing clear. It's not so much that I hate the game of golf. It's just that I think it's a waste of time, hence the title of this video. So, but we're going to get into that here in just a second. I will admit that gradually as time went on, I became more and more frustrated with the game of golf for various reasons. But I really came to this conclusion just a couple years ago when I asked myself this one very simple question. And that is, what is actually important to me in life? And how does golf help me achieve those things? And for me personally, I couldn't think of a single thing that golf helped me with. At this point in my life, my goals were to advance in my career, gain muscle, improve my relationships, save money, and a few other things. So obviously golf was a net negative to every single one of those things, and it made me realize that why am I playing golf? It made me question everything. Golf is essentially a time vacuum. I remember those countless hours in college where I could have been sleeping, I could have been studying, or let's be honest, just anything else. Could have fun with the boys, could have done anything, could have done a number of things that were more productive, that could have helped me in my future career, whatever it had been, but instead I was out playing golf. In golf, each round can take 4 to 6 hours. We've had tournaments before where it was like 6.5, absolutely brutal. And that's not even counting the time before and after you get to the course, warming up, traveling to the event. It's really a whole day event just to play one round of golf, which in my opinion is completely ridiculous, especially if it's as a hobby. So this brings me to my second point, which is about money. So golf isn't just time consuming, it's also completely wallet draining. Club memberships, new sets of clubs every few years, green fees, golf attire, it all adds up to cost an absolute fortune amount of money. I've literally crunched the numbers on how much it costs me per swing to play golf, and it's not even worth it. Just golf balls alone nowadays, Pro V1s, it's like $60. You lose one of them, you're up $5. No thank you. It makes you question whether you're playing golf for the love of the sport or you're just investing in a lifestyle. In fact, I would go as far as to say that if you do not make at least $200,000 a year, it is financially irresponsible to be an avid golfer that takes the game seriously. I'm convinced that no high-level golfer actually even likes the game of golf. They may love the competitive aspect of it, but they don't like the actual game itself. You look at somebody like a Scotty Scheffler, right, that just says, you know, I like doing what I'm doing, blah, 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 blah. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He doesn't like golf. It's stressful out there. You think he likes it when he's on the 72nd hole of the Masters and he's got a threaded driver within like a 15-yard window? No, he doesn't like that. He wants to get the hell out of there. But he likes the competitive aspect of it. But the actual game itself, no, he doesn't like it. The frustration in golf, more than always, will outweigh any fun that you have playing the game, in my experience. In many sports, you can enjoy yourself even if you're not the best. But in golf, every single bad shot that you have, which if you've played golf, you know there's quite a few, can ruin your day. It's a game where you're more likely to remember your worst shots than remember your best. And most golfers have more worst shots than best shots. In fact, the Tour Pro, I believe, mishits 1 out of every 3 shots. So if you're a Tour Pro, literally 1 out of every 3 shots you don't even like. So imagine how many of those shots an amateur has. It's probably like 90% or something ridiculous. So it's not good for you mentally either. After graduation, I realized there's a lot of games out there where enjoyment isn't as tied to perfection and doesn't hardly cost any money either. Like pickleball, for example. I played that recently. You just go out there, it's a reactionary game, it's a lot of fun, it doesn't hardly cost any money, you just go out, free court, it's great. Another reason why you watching this video right now, you are wasting your time playing golf is that you right there will never be good enough. You will not be good enough. I dare you right now, you watching right now, you think you're gonna be the next Tiger Woods? Oh, maybe you don't even want to be the next Tiger Woods. Maybe you just want to be some guy that gets on the tour, has a couple top 10s, makes a few $1 million, leaves. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's a pipe dream. It's not gonna happen. Golf is a game that requires an incredible amount of not only skill, but time commitment, money, and mental fortitude. Golf was not designed to be a game that was even accessible to the public. Golf originated as an elitist game that was only for kings and queens. And this makes sense because the cost to play golf is astronomical, especially when you take into consideration the cost to maintain golf courses. In order to maintain an elite golf course, it costs nearly over $1 million a year. So lastly, I want to make this point also, and I'm not sure if anybody else has brought up this point in the anti-golf debate before, but I'm going to bring it up. Golf has often been praised as having many physical health benefits, but in my personal experience, I call complete BS on that. The golf swing itself is a unilateral movement, which means that you're primarily only using muscles on one side of your body. So in no way can you convince me that in any way that that's good for your body, that you're only using one side of your muscles on your body. You need to even out the distribution of forces that you're applying. This especially applies when you're an avid golfer like I was, where you're playing, 20 plus rounds of golf a year and you're swinging tens of thousands of times, especially if you're hitting the ball far also with like 120 mile an hour swing speed. It's not good to be putting all that pressure on singularly one side of your body. I literally know from personal experience, you used to be able to see in my back a physical difference between the muscle distribution on my left and right side of my back. It was literally crazy. And I bet you if you look at a lot of professional golfers, you'd see a similar thing. Also related to that is just the ideal golfer physique in general is nowhere near what I would consider a traditionally aesthetic physique. I would say more than anything, it promotes more of a skinny fat physique if you look at the trend of tour players and what they look like. I have literally met guys in my local gym who have been working out for probably less than a year with better physiques than Dustin Johnson, who is often touted in the golf community as having, some sort of physical prowess. So basically, bottom line, unless you enjoy wasting your time, I suggest that you never play the game of golf again. And even if you do enjoy wasting your time, I would argue that it's actually quite selfish to play the game of golf because you're probably ignoring something else that needs attention in your life. So let me know in the comments, do you agree that golf is a waste of your time? And if not, leave me a comment why you think my argument is not valid. And perhaps maybe I might make another video down the line explaining my rationale for why I think your reasoning is invalid. Or maybe you might just convince me otherwise, but that's probably not going to happen. So lastly, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.